Hello, in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to counter Roozenburg attack system using the Drost Gambits. So let's get started. As usual, we start with the main line. White start with 32-38, black has to exchange, white will play 37-32, black will play 10-14, white will respond with 41-37, black will play 5-10, and then white will respond with 46-41. Black will play 14-19. White will respond with 35-30. Black will play 20-25. And then white will initiate the Roozenburg attack system by playing 33-39. So by playing 33-39, as we saw in the previous lesson. Now, this is where the Drost Gambits come to play. In this system, by playing the Drost Gambit, black will maintain his piece at 10. So the piece at 10 will be maintained. Black doesn't play 10-14, but keep his piece at 10, not going to 20. Square 20 will not be taken control of. So later in the game, you will see why square 20 should not be taken. So this is better for playing the Drost Gambits. So what black needs to do is to play 17-22. Black needs to play 17-22 and maintain the piece at square 10. And then 20 should also be left. 20 should not be occupied. So black plays 17-22. White answered by playing 40-35. Black will respond with 11-17. White plays 31-27. So 31-27 should be played so that white takes control of square 27. Black plays 6-11. White responds by playing 45-40. Black answers by playing 17-21. Black has to go to 21. White plays 38-33. Black will play 21-26. Black goes to 26. And white plays 43-38. So 43-38 should be played by white. Black will play 11-17. So black has to play 11-17. And white plays 30-24. White will go to square 24. So white plays 30-24, taking control of square 24. So black has to play 17-21 to move to square 21. White plays 41-36. 41-36 needs to play by white. And then black responds to this move by playing 12-17. So black has to move to 17. White plays 33-28, attacking the piece at 23. So white moves to square 28. Black plays 7-12. Then white takes the piece at 23. Now, here black has to attack the piece at 27 by playing 17-22. The usual defense for white is by playing 39-33, but we'll look at Wiersma counter sacrifice. Let's look at the usual defense for white by playing 39-33. So white will need to play 39-33. Black will take the piece at 27, and white will also take to 27. Black will play 12-17. White will respond with 47-41 to defend the piece at 27. Black will play 2-7. White will play 44-39. Black will attack the piece at 27 by playing 17-22. White needs to defend by playing 41-36. Black will play 7-11. Now, here, white cannot play 33-28 This is because black will respond with 1520, winning a piece. So this is the reason black didn't have to go to square 20 initially when playing the gambit. So this is the reason white need not to take square 20 and then maintain the piece at square 10. Here, white cannot play 33-28. So in this case, white needs to give back black piece by playing 1914. So white needs to play 1914 to give black his piece back. White plays 1914 and then he will respond with 29-23. With this position, black has to play 1-6. So black will play 1-6. White will play 39-33. Black will respond with 13-18. Now here, white needs to take care because black is threatening to play 26-31. So if white plays 33-28, then black can play 26-31. But as the piece at 33 is there, if black plays, white will need to exchange that piece. But if this piece here is moved to 28, then black has the chance of playing 26-31, and then he will take the piece to 31, and black has the chance of winning the game. So white needs to be very careful with this position. And if black goes to 31, the piece at 31 cannot be exchanged because the piece at 33 is now moved to 28. So the sharpest defense for white is the Wiersma counter sacrifice. So we'll look at the Wiersma counter sacrifice. So let's go back to line 19 where we started the usual defense for white. Alright, so here, this is where we start the Wiersma counter sacrifice. So instead of playing 39-33, white will need to play 40-35. That's the start of the Wiersma counter sacrifice. White will play 40-35. Then black will take, white will also take. And then black will respond with 12-17. White will play 27-22. And then white will play 29-23. If white keeps his piece at 19, usually it is good for black. So the idea for white is to play 39-33 and then change back by playing 34-30 and then 24-20 to remove the piece at 19. White plays 29-23. Black will respond with 17-22 and then white plays 39-33. Black will respond with 27-31. Here, black is threatening to play 22-28 and then 21-27 and then taking the pieces. So what white needs to do is to play 32-28. 32-28 needs to be played by white. Black will respond by playing 31-36 and white will take black piece, black will take, and now white can exchange. White can now play 34-30 and next play 24-22. Bring back the piece at 19 to square 39. The position is now balanced. White having a center attack, white piece at 23, black having the defensive zone intact. The defensive zone is intact and black can defend and the game is balanced. So the game is now open, and if both players play the game well, this game will end in a draw. So this is how we counter Roozenburg attack system using the Drost Gambits. In our next lesson, we'll be looking at Springer counter attack system against the Roozenburg system. there are more lessons to learn. So keep watching my videos as we take the opening systems one after the other. Thank you. See you in my next lesson.